Okay, well, we're halfway through our competition. There are 4 more contestants to go, so don't go anywhere. The doors are closed anyway. Um, so, contestant number 5 is Martijn Peters. He's a PhD student in the Polymer Reaction Design Research Group. Don't ask me what that is, but he will tell you, I think, in the next 6 minutes. Now, I asked Martijn why he wanted to take part, and he told me that he wants to go to Science Land because it is bleep awesome. I'm not going to tell you what the bleep is. You can fill it in yourself. And I think Martijn is ready too. So give it up for contestant number 5, Martijn Peters.
So, good night everyone. So nice to see all of you here tonight. So, as you know, tonight it's Thursday night. And Thursday night at UHasselt is party night. And why do guys like me like to go party? Well, that's very simple. That's one reason. We want to find the girl. The one that we want to spend the rest of our life with. The love of our life. Our soulmates. Or you want to try out as many as possible because, well, you know, we scientists, the more experiments we do, the more accurate our data gets. So that's just simple statistics. So tonight I won't be talking about science because it's so boring. No, I will be talking about a very important thing. Namely, I will be talking about how I, as a scientist, get into the club and score that hot girl. I mean, your soulmate, of course, who accidentally looks like Scarlett Johansson tonight. But anyway, let's go deeper into that. Now, we arrived at step 1. What's the first thing we scientists do when we're going to do experiments? We're going to read literature. And I'm going to present you my favorite one, The Bro Goat by Richard Feynman. No, there's no lame first page quote like, written for my children, Carl and Michelle. They're the blessings of my life. No, his first page quote is, physics is like sex. Sure, it may give some practical results, but that's not why we do it. So you know, this is some solid material that this dude provided us with. Now, maybe, I don't know if you know, but Richard Feynman is also known as the godfather of nanotechnology. He even has a more famous quote, there's plenty of room at the bottom. Now, most scientists thought that at the time he was talking about science at a very, very small scale, but actually in hindsight, I think he was just talking about lowering your standards when you go to the club and picking the ones at the bottom. So I'm just assuming he was talking about that. But actually, what is nanotechnology? So nanotechnology is the study of very, very, and I mean very small things. For examples, if you would have this tennis ball and you would compare it to the size of the Earth, that would be the same as to compare a nanoparticle with the size of this tennis ball. So it's 100 million times smaller. Here you go. One for you too. Oh, sorry, got my number on it. Call me afterwards. So why do we want to go very small? Most guys wonder, is the bigger not the better when you try to hit on a girl? Well, no it is. It's a small size that matters. I'm seeing a lot of guys started paying attention. You heard me right, it's a small size that we want, with a big surface area. And why is that? That's because we need it for our ride. How do we get to the club? Well, simple, by bike, by foot, by car, or if you're a poor student like me in my student years, sitting next to your mom, while she's constantly whining about your exquisite drinking behavior and what this will do to your study results. So you need this. And why? Because in our body we have roads too, and they're called blood vessels. And so you do not drive a jumbo jet on a highway built for cars. The same thing goes with your blood vessels. No way in getting stuck in them. So we need a very small size. So we got the theory, we got our ride. Let's go to number 3. Dress to impress. You would think that for the ladies you need to suit up. Hell no you don't. That's not how we scientists work. We dress to get noticed. We want people to be able to follow us across a room and see, oh my god, that guy is making out with that hot girl over there. So that's what we want. And I want to do the same thing with nanoparticles. So the point is, we use a material which is similar to blacklight technology. So with blacklight paint. So normally you don't have anything, you didn't see anything. But when you use light at a specific wavelength, oh, they appear. And light of another wavelength shines. And you can follow your nanoparticles throughout your whole body. So that's an amazing system. And then we got a ride, we got dressed, we arrive at the club. And we want to get inside the club. Now, we do not want to get in just any club like the Versus. No, we want to get into the most VIP club, the Brain. And the Brain is protected like the VIP club by an impenetrable barrier called the blood-brain barrier. And there's only one way to get inside. And for most of us guys, that results in the following scenario.
Oh, perfect. I just stepped on a condom.
Go ahead, have a good time. Hold it.
Yeah, we're with them.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, we are. Although, truth be told, I don't see a long-term relationship in the offing. You understand.
Don't touch the rope.
Sorry. I didn't realize you were king of the rope.
Look, if you're not on the list, you're not getting in.
Did you let the girls in? Alan, he let the girls in.
No, that's exactly what happens to us. With the nanoparticles, they're not recognized by the bodyguards, the receptors of our brain, and they cannot get inside. So what's the solution? Fake VIP passes. Now, here you can see a few examples. I tried them. Do not go through them. There's no intelligent female life to be found anywhere there. But then again, you can attach specific structures onto your nanoparticle surface and they're recognized by the bodyguards and can get inside our brain. So once we're there, we're at step 5, most important step of the night. Get the girl. So we're dancing a bit around, setting the mood, and suddenly we lock eyes with the girls. We finish our drink, start walking over to her. We lock their eyes, we gaze into their eyes. We're going to the head of the jury. And so we're sitting over there, we make a whimsy comment, she laughs. We lean in, we think it's going to about happen, but no, it's not. Angry girlfriend alarm, code red. You get, as we call it in scientific jargon, cock-blocked. So, you will not be able to get any of them, and in the brain the same thing happens. We have our immune cells, and they're the angry girlfriends, and they fight off everything which comes inside the brain. So our problem there. What could have been as emotional, compelling, and as beautiful as this love story really ends in failure and rejection. For the people in the back, I'm on my knees for making a dramatic entrance. So, at this point, at this low point in a man's life, when these girls show up, there's only one thing he can do. There's only one thing he can count on. He needs the Robin to his Batman, the Watson to his Sherlock Holmes. He needs the Chewbacca to his Han Solo. He needs his wingman. And suddenly, a mighty roar sounds throughout the club. And your wingman appears. And suddenly, you're invisible for every angry girlfriend in the room. And you can back go hitting on the girlfriend. We do the same thing with our nanoparticles. We coat them with structures, making them completely invisible for our immune system. But not only do they do that, no. They also enable us to again make a physical connection with the girl you were hitting on earlier, who is now interested in another guy. That slutty girl. Now, anyway, we make the physical connection and bam! Sparks fly around, we start kissing, making out, there's definitely some chemistry over there, and you achieved your goal. Like this two people. Of course, there's a plus side. We're chemists, so once we study the disease in the brain, yeah, we know its habits, and we're starting to realize it's not really healthy for our life experience as a guy. Nah, we get rid of it, we kill it, because we're chemists, we can re-encapsulate some drug. So, girls, next time you piss off your scientist boyfriend, you better watch out. No, I'm just kidding, maybe. So, in the end, you can repeat this advanced experiment until you get the right experimental conditions, and you will end up like these guys. And trust me, it works. As a scientist, you have to believe me. In science, we trust. And it definitely worked for me. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Romeo. Well, jury, your thoughts? Lean. Or boss?
Yeah, I
of
pick
course.
it up. Yeah, it was funny because when he entered the first coaching session, we all thought he was too arrogant.
Yeah.
And so we said to him, you have to be less arrogant. And then he bought those glasses. And and it worked.
Yeah.
No, but he was just arrogant enough to pull off what he did.
And you know what's really surprising? That his wife okayed this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't know about it.
No, I don't think so. Leen?
Well, I've learned a lot of stuff with this, mostly going out tonight.
Okay.
But I guess
Big plans?
No, not really. But no, it was very interesting and very funny.
Okay. Koen, did you learn anything?
Yes, I did. But I'm surprised what all the things he was saying. I'm still reflecting on it, in fact.
Okay. Sandra?
In the next life, I want to be a scientist in nanotechnology.
Okay,
Definitely.
Great. Great. Well,